All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mitchel Blake, FishIBX. Today we're going to bring you a little bass fishing. We're actually Roanoke River. It is smack dab in the middle of the day, and we're going to see if we can pick apart a pattern. The water's come up a little bit. It's high. It's in the swamp. It's muddy. It rained all last week. It's got a flow. It's got trash, but we're going to do a little midday, middle of the day technique. Like I say, late June, water temperature is 75, 76. So let's put this together. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm targeting. Using the sinko, wacky rig. I got a few rings left. 1/0 hook, pretty heavy stick, braided line going straight to the hook. Not using a leader or what have you. So I don't know. Let's put it together, see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm doing. It may be a few tips here that you guys can pick up. Like I say, especially in the middle of the day. Right now, the fishing's tapering off big time. Fish are taking their little siesta. Sun's up. So what I'm going to be looking for is shade, and specifically shade on shade, and I'll explain what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can get a bite. All right, gang, as I'm easing along here, what I'm looking for, we've got flowing water, we've got still water in the swamp, and they're meeting, and there's a perfect edge. You'll see little eddy kickbacks. And as I'm going along here, I'm pitching that sinko out. I'm letting it fall. I'm giving it 1 hop or 2 hops. Once I think it's, first hop I want to be in the still water, second hop out to the current. Usually if I don't get bit, I'm picking it right back up and going to the next spot. Like I say, it is the middle of the day, and we've got shade on this particular side, and I am going to try to pick some fish off of the shade, kind of in those current breaks. That's where I'm focusing on. And like I say, very, very, very specific in what I'm targeting. And if I don't get that bite, I'm just right on to the next target. All right, gang, there's a tree, little stump right there, a little shade. Kind of trying to pick my spots as best I can at where a fish might be sitting. And I go for that one spot. What have we got here? Just try to pick your spots before you disturb it. And if it looks like a spot where, hey, there should be a fish there, don't waste your cast on another spot. I mean, go to that spot and try, like I say, try to land it precise. But I don't know. Nice little fish. I don't even know whether would he make a tournament fish? Oh yeah, 15 inches. All right, I'm gonna drop him back in. Mwah. See you, buddy. Like I say, I'm looking at my next section. I'm looking at the current, how it's flowing. Where should a fish be sitting at? There's a little current break behind that tree right there. I want to get up tight to it. Right there. And I'm just mending the slack out of my line, and I just had a bite. Took my sinko. Could have been a brim, could have been a bass, could have been anything. More than likely a brim or a crappie or something like that, but nonetheless, it was a bite. Tied to myself here. Again, I'm looking at my next little set here. Where should there be a fish at? Where's my break at? Right behind that tree, should be a fish there. Heard a brim pop. Everybody's home, some wood. There's a big stump down there. I'm looking at that. I'm up high on this boat, so I'm kind of looking down in the water. Even though the water's muddy, I can still see in it. I can still penetrate. Couple stumps out there. I'm gonna drag that sinko right up behind them and bam. See if anybody's home. All this looks fishy to me, but like I say, I got the wind on my back and going down current, so I'm trucking. So I'm just hitting the highlight reels.
Oh, there we go. I saw that.
Let's see. He came up and ate it. Come here, buddy. You're a chubby little thing. You wouldn't make payday though. Gotcha. See you, buddy. That fish was right on the edge of that shade. Like I say, we're sitting smack dab in the middle of the day. The worst bite possible. Noon, high noon. And like I say, all I'm doing is picking out little spots of shade. Hey, there ought to be a fish there. If I was a fish kicked back relaxing, where would I be sitting? And that's all it is. And it might be a 1 pound fish. It might be a 6 pound fish. There's a good one. Right there, shade on shade. Easy, baby. Right there, shade on shade. Chubby little guy. Get around this tree here. Anyhow, back in the water. Looking right there, there's one long tree, shade on shade. That's the shady side of the shade right there. Got a root. Had a little root, so I'm gonna check my hook right quick. See if it's stretched out. When I get hung up, I actually grabbed a hold of my spool. You may not see it, I don't know, you might think, well, daggone, you know, that seemed awfully soft to bend your hook. This is not an extremely stout hook. I don't want an extremely stout hook, but I grab my spool and give it a pull. And like I say, it's just direct to braid, so there's not much give in that. Everything has to give on the hook, if that makes sense. So every time you see me pull it tight, if I'm hung, most time I'm gonna give it a snap to try to get it off, but if it's indeed hung, you're gonna see me check that hook if you see me grab it and pull it. I'm gonna make one more cast behind that. I'm gonna make one more cast behind that. There he is. Shade on shade right in the eddy. You're a small fry. Huh. See you, buddy. Let's see, where do you go? Right in the middle of it? That's dangerous, isn't it? There he is. Oh, come on out of there, baby. I'm gonna get him, Jaden. Come on over. Dang, that's thick stuff right there, boy. Oh, get out there. Drag him out here to some deeper water. Put a new pinstripe on the boat. Yeehaw. Is he 14, baby? How big are you? Wank, wank. We took the risk, man.
The risk shot over a log.
Got him. That's why. Hey, look. That's why you need a rod with a dang heavy backbone in it, kind of a stiff tip where you can feel that thump. And you know, customers ask me all the time, man, why are you tying braid straight to it? Anyhow, we'll get them back in the water. Later, buddy. All right, gang, we're gonna close this one out. Look, what we did was smack dab in the middle of the day. I'm talking smack dab in the middle of lunchtime, into June. Most everybody's already gone. We went bass fishing. We took 45 minutes. That's about 45 minutes of fishing. We had 3 keeper fish. I had another bite that would have been a keeper. Matter of fact, my very first cast was a I was kind of waiting on things to come out anyways. I didn't seal the deal. Like I say, I wasn't expecting. Matter of fact, I was just wetting the line on the spool, pitched it up, got thumped. That should have been 4 keeper fish in 45 minutes. 15-inch fish or so, but hopefully you guys got to see a pattern, kind of what was playing out in my head, at what I was doing as a, you know, what would I be doing if I had customers fishing for bass. A little bit technical, not really. I mean, if you can pitch it and hit a tree, sinko. And I had some rings that I was putting on them. I ran out of rings. I've been through a lot of sinkos this month, a lot of sinko rings. So wacky style. Matter of fact, that one's torn, but it's just, you know, just a simple 1/0 hook. That's an eagle claw hook. They put these out. I really like that hook. It's been the hook keeper ratio. I say the keeper ratio. The catch ratio on that hook has been high for me. I had used some others that hook set after hook set weren't getting the fish. They were a lot smaller hook, but nonetheless, medium heavy rods, what you're gonna need, as you can see. Hopefully we got some footage pitching that thing in some thicker stuff. But I don't know, 45 minutes of bass fishing, smack dab in the middle of the day. Most folks are checked out mentally, all the bites off, this, that, the other. Hopefully you guys can use that as a little confidence boost if you're a bass fisherman. If you want to book a charter, I do not bass tournament fish anymore. So I used to when I was a kid, you know, kind of coming up before I started guiding. I used to mess around with some tournaments. But anyways, if you're looking to book a trip, want to come out and catch some bass, you just saw a little snapshot. If you're looking to fish some tournaments, need a little info, hook me up, look me up, book a charter. Like I say, I don't fish charters, so I don't mind showing you what I know, or what I've learned over the years. So no problems there. It's not like, you know, we're gonna fish the same tournaments and I'm not gonna show you the good spots. So if you wanna book a trip, like I say, I'll show you what I know. I'll be glad to help you in any way. Look, this can be done on a bait caster. I use spinning rods, just because that's a really versatile tool for the customers. Most anybody can grab up a spinning rod and do this. So, and I'm kind of showing you how I'm hooking it. That hook sprung there just a little bit. That sinko is destroyed. There's 2 ways you can kind of hook it, a wacky style. I think a lot of people go that way with the bend. I don't. I actually hook them like this. I think it makes it a little bit more weedless. I go all the way through the sinko and around and back out. So if your weed guards are struggling like these, that thing's gonna fall and glide. That hook point's just, you can either keep it buried or stick it out a little bit, your preference. But I hook it in line with the sinko like that. I like it like that. 30 pound braided line. I have used 40, but this just has 30 on it. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to book a trip, check us out, FishIBX.com. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Anything you guys want to see, send me a message. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can get it. And if you look at some of the past videos, you'll kind of see. I think we've covered a lot of stuff, but now we're getting ready to cover saltwater. So maybe try to squeeze in 8 or 10 more species this season. So anyhow, y'all check us out. FishIBX.com. Hit the like, subscribe, send a link. If you call and don't get me, I'm on the water. I'll hit you back. So hope you enjoy.